You ever stood in front of a mirror and you tried to say an affirmation like, I am safe, I am lovable, I am enough, and your body responded like, nope, not true. Your stomach knots up, your chest tightens, and then you end up walking away feeling like there is something wrong with you. If this has ever happened to you, I want you to know that I understand. I've been there too. And I promise you, there is nothing wrong with you. The affirmation isn't wrong. It's just that your nervous system isn't ready to accept it yet. And in this video, I'm going to show you the missing step that makes affirmations actually work with examples and mini practices that you can try right here. So the first time I tried affirmations, I went all in. I did the mirror work and the journaling and the sticky notes, and I repeated the words over and over and over again. I remember standing in front of a mirror, looking at myself square in the eye, and I said, I am safe, I am loved, I am enough. And my body screamed at me, nope. My chest felt heavy, my stomach sank, and my whole system felt like it was arguing back. It said to me, that's not true, don't even try. And then of course I walked away defeated. I thought, what the heck is wrong with me that my body is rejecting every single part of this? This is what I realized later. The words were not wrong. The truth was already there, but my nervous system was not ready to let it in. So fast forward to today. One of my favorite affirmations is I am what I am and I am enough. Everything about this affirmation screams self-love and self-compassion and self-trust. And now when I say it, my body relaxes. I don't just feel that it's true. I know that it's true. But this didn't happen because I repeated it harder and harder. It happened because I trained my nervous system to expand to receive it. And that's the key. Affirmations themselves are not the problem. It's about teaching your body to accept the truth. Here's the thing that most affirmation coaches don't talk about. Affirmations are a mindset hack, but trauma is conditioning that lives in the body. If your nervous system is stuck in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, it literally cannot accept any other truths. So let me give you a couple examples. When I was calling in more money, I tried that trending song that was going around on TikTok. Money flows to me easily. Money flows to me fast. Except I was stressed about bills. Clients weren't signing up. I was anxious about my business and my future. And the only money that actually came was credit card increases and loan opportunities. So when I said the affirmation, my body would do the complete opposite of relaxing. My stomach twisted and my chest tightened, and my nervous system basically screamed, nope, it sure doesn't. When I was calling in relationships, it was a whole different type of challenge. I would sign up to the apps and I would start dating, and all of the fears would rise immediately. If someone didn't text me back, if somebody didn't ask me on a second date, if I was left on red, my mind would spiral into the narratives of I'm not enough, I'm unlovable. So then I would try to override it with mindset tools. I would tell myself, I am lovable, I am worthy of love, and the right partner is going to come to me and they're going to find me. But the truth is, my body did not buy it one bit. I wasn't just anxious. I was having full-blown rejection, sensitivity, CPTSD attacks, racing heart, tight chest, gut clenched. I was literally in that primal fight or flight panic. So no matter how many positive statements I repeated, my nervous system could not accept the words because it was still reacting to old patterns and old trauma and old survival identities. I've also struggled with confidence in a very personal way. So at one point in my life, I really wanted to be a singer, but in high school, I had this devastating experience of singing in public. I got a solo in the school musical, but on opening night, when I got on stage to open my mouth, nothing came out. It was actually pretty humiliating, and the memory wasn't just caught on tape. It was stuck in my nervous system. Even though I went to theater school and I practiced relentlessly, no matter how many affirmations I said, the moment I stepped on stage, my body would reject the experience. My chest tightened, my voice felt stuck. And it wasn't a lack of effort. It wasn't a lack of belief. My nervous system just wasn't safe enough to receive the affirmation that I was a competent, confident singer. And honestly, it's only been recently that I started singing with a local jazz band where I found the missing piece. Affirmations alone are not enough. My body had to feel safe first. My nervous system had to expand before it could accept the truth in those words. So here is the important takeaway. Your body is smarter than your mind. If it hasn't felt safe or worthy before, it will resist it. And that resistance isn't failure. It's simply information. It's telling you that your nervous system is stuck. So think of affirmations like seeds. You can plant them anywhere. But if the soil, which is your body and your energy, isn't ready, then nothing will grow. So if affirmations haven't worked for you, I promise you're not broken. It's just that your nervous system needs expansion before your body can accept them. So how do we expand our nervous system so that the affirmations can actually land? Let's walk through this together. Step 1 is to notice your body. So pick an affirmation that you've tried before. Maybe I am loved. Say it out loud and then notice what happens in your body. Does your chest tighten? Does your stomach knot? That is your body signaling, nope, not yet. Don't believe it. So step 2 would be to make it lighter. Instead of forcing the affirmation, I am loved, soften it into something that your system can accept. Maybe it's I'm open to the possibility of being loved. I'm learning what love feels like. I am practicing receiving love. Say those ones out loud and feel the difference. Most people will notice that the initial contraction will soften, and that's a signal that your nervous system is expanding. So number 3 is anchor it with sensation. Put one hand on your chest and one on your belly, and then take a deep breath in. Feel where your body softens, and that small shift is where the affirmation is going to start to integrate. And then step 4 is to grow it gradually. Once your body accepts that softer version, over time, you can gradually move up to the bigger truth. So I'm learning to feel what love feels like, which can expand into I am love. I've done this with all of my core affirmations, especially I am what I am and I am enough. Like at first, my body totally hated it, but pairing it with nervous system practices like breath work, grounding, gentle movement, and starting with those smaller steps, eventually my system accepted it. And now saying it just feels like home. It's not forced. It's not fake. It's simply the truth. So let's make this real. You can try it right now in the next few minutes. Pick one affirmation and say it out loud. Observe the body. Where do you feel the tension? Where do you feel the contraction? And then adjust it, soften it. So instead of I am safe, maybe it's I am open to safety, or I am taking steps every single day to create safety for myself. So maybe instead of I am enough, it's I am making conscious choices that are grounded in my needs and boundaries. I am learning to be enough. And then anchor it in. Put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and feel it settle in your body. And then gently expand the truth over time. If you need help softening one of your affirmations, drop it in the comments and I will help you out. So remember, affirmations themselves are not wrong. They are seeds. And your nervous system, your body, is the soil. The missing step isn't repeating the affirmation harder and forcing it. It's expanding your system so that the truth of them can actually land. And when you do that, affirmations stop feeling fake. They stop feeling forced. They simply feel like a lived experience. And if nobody has told you this today, you are what you are, and you are enough. And if this resonated, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you can receive notifications when I release new videos. The next one will be about the hidden cost of adaptation and how trauma shapes who you think you are. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.